Welcome back to the Ryoko Show. I'm Ryoko, and today we are uncovering a truly unique and often overlooked Japanese tradition that's all about celebrating your dreams as if they were already come true. It's called Yoshuku. And now, Yoshuku might be a new concept for many of you, especially if you are outside Japan. But this isn't just a charming cultural ritual, it's a powerful mindset. Yoshuku is about celebrating the joy and gratitude of a future success long before it actually arrives. Imagine the power of celebrating your dreams as if they were already real. So, what exactly is Yoshuku? The word Yoshuku comes from two Japanese characters. Yo means beforehand or pre, and shuku means celebrate. So together it means to celebrate in advance. But celebrate what? In tradition, in tradition, but in advance. But celebrate what? In traditional Japan, farmers would gather in early spring to celebrate a bountiful autumn harvest, even though the seeds had only just been planted. They would come together for cherry blossom viewing, or hanami in Japanese, appreciating the fleeting beauty of the cherry blossoms. And those blossoms signified the arrival of new growing season and inspired a collective sense of joy and gratitude for the future harvest they envisioned. So cherry blossom viewing, or hanami in Japanese, wasn't just about enjoying the beauty of the trees. It was historically tied to agriculture, symbolizing hope and intention for bountiful harvest in the fall. In a way, hanami was a form of pre-celebration, a time for communities to set their intentions and acknowledge their hopes for abundance. They would hold feast, sing, dance, and express joy, acting as they had bountiful harvest with golden crops. And this act of celebrating in advance was not just symbolic, it was a way of inviting future success and embracing gratitude for a future that hadn't arrived yet, a way of setting the stage for abundance. Today, we'll explore how this age-old practice of Yoshuku pre-celebration can bring a powerful new perspective to our own lives, helping us step into our dreams with joy and certainty. So stay tuned, and this one's going to be really inspiring. And now let's pause and think about Yoshuku. How often do we embrace this mindset in our own lives? How frequently do we take the time to feel gratitude for things that haven't even happened yet? And this practice encourages us to cultivate the attitude of appreciation even in the face of uncertainty. This is where Yoshuku and the law of attraction start to align. By celebrating our dreams in advance, we create a powerful intention that can help manifest the very future we desire. When we embody that joy and gratitude today, we open ourselves up to receiving the abundance we seek tomorrow. So, how does Yoshuku relate to the law of attraction? If you're familiar with the law of attraction, you'll see some interesting parallels here. The law of attraction suggests that when we visualize and feel like we already have what we desire, we invite it into our lives. It's about focusing on what we want rather than what we lack and acting as if we already living in that desired reality. In Yoshuku, people would celebrate a future event like a harvest as if that had already succeeded. They would gather, share food and drink, sing and dance, filled with joy and gratitude, believing that this positive energy would help bring about the outcome they desired. They were, in a way, acting as if. And acting as if is a core principle of the law of attraction. By celebrating in advance, they were aligning their mindset and even their actions with the outcome they wanted to manifest. And why is this important? Because acting as if is more than wishful thinking. Psychologically, by celebrating something before it happens, you're preparing yourself, your mindset, and your behavior to align with the future you are aiming for. This pre-celebration doesn't just help with motivation. It primes your brain to seek opportunities that support your vision. Let's dive a bit into the science behind the visualization and celebration. The concept of Yoshuku might sound spiritual, but modern psychology backs it up. Research shows that when we visualize success or positive outcome, our brain starts to prime itself, setting a mental path toward that goal. It's called the priming effect. It's almost like your brain starts scanning your environment for ways to achieve that outcome, helping you make choices that align with your vision. So in Yoshuku, when people gather to celebrate a future event, they are not just wishing for the best, they are actively preparing themselves. This mindset of joy and abundance sets the stage for real world action and decisions that align with the goal they want to achieve. Now, you might be wondering, how can Yoshuku be relevant today? We are not all farmers wishing for a harvest after all, but Yoshuku isn't limited to agriculture. It's an approach that can be applied to any part of your life where you want to cultivate success or positive outcome. In Japan, Yoshuku still has a place in modern life. For example, some companies hold celebrations before a big project starts. Imagine this. The team gathers, shares a toast, and celebrates the project's success as if it already accomplished. By doing this, they build a shared sense of optimism and set the positive, forward-focused energy within the group. This optimism influences their commitment, their effort, and their collaboration. Think about it in terms of your own life, whether it's a goal you're working towards, a test you are preparing for, or even a personal milestone. What if you took a moment to celebrate the success as if it's already happened? Instead of waiting to see how it all unfolds, you could set the joyful and optimistic tone right now. And here are some simple ways you could try practicing Yoshuku in your life. So celebrate small wins. You don't have to wait for the big goals to be accomplished. Find smaller achievements, small steps along the way, and take it time to recognize them. Every little milestone can be celebrated as a win, building momentum and reinforcing a positive outlook. And host a pre-celebration. If you have an important goal, why not invite a friend or family members to celebrate with you in advance? Share your vision with them, enjoy the moment, and be grateful as if the outcome has already arrived. Create a gratitude journal for future goals. This one is simple but powerful. Write down things you're grateful for, even if they haven't happened yet. Imagine how you would feel if they were real and record those feelings. This habit can help keep your mind on abundance and hope. To wrap it up, Yoshuku reminds us of the power of positive intention. It's about celebrating life in advance and nurturing a mindset of abundance and joy. In our busy lives, it's easy to focus on struggles, but Yoshuku encourages us to step back and anticipate the good that's coming. When I decided to sell my condo, I practiced Yoshuku by visualizing the successful sale to a wonderful person who loved my home and celebrated the sale. And I did sell my condo within 2 months. I encourage you to celebrate your own dreams as if they are real and find small ways to practice Yoshuku in your life. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope this episode has inspired to embrace Yoshuku. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and review. And if you haven't already, go to the show note and grab a free guide to learn the steps to transform your life. Until next time, keep celebrating and keep shining.